In this video, Aubrey, let us talk about this topic of the idea of working remotely versus working in an office. And as we all know, there was a period of time where so many people were working remotely. I mean, even before the pandemic. But I just want to know what are some of your thoughts on this topic? Some of the benefits, some of the drawbacks, some of the dangers, and so forth.
I guess it really depends on the person because some people thrive in a work from home situation. I feel like I'm one of them.
Okay.
Other people get very depressed because they need that social contact in person. Or I do okay as long as I have at least one video call with someone a day and I get myself to leave the house. That's where the drawback is, right? Even for people like me, I don't have a reason to leave the house anymore.
Yeah.
So I have to force myself to do that. But otherwise, I feel like I'm thriving. I have everything set up the way I want it. I don't have to share a bathroom with anyone else.
That can be important.
Yeah, the only coworker who interferes with my work is the cat when he tries to help me type.
Okay, that can be a problem. And a lot of times people are concerned about productivity. To what degree do you think it actually impacts the amount of work that people get done?
So I know that people worry about that, like upper management. I feel like I'm way more productive at home,
Okay.
especially with the job I'm working at right now being so flexible.
Okay.
I set my schedule because I don't talk to clients that often.
Okay.
So my job that I have right now doesn't care as much about what hours I work as long as I work them consistently and as
Yeah.
long as I get in all of my hours. So if I'm having a day where I can't sleep, I can just log in at 4 or 5 in the morning and just do my day. Or if I'm having a day where I can't stay awake because I do have hypersomnia, which is the opposite of insomnia, I have a hard time staying awake sometimes. I can just take a nap and no, it's not going to bother anybody.
Okay. So you have that flexibility.
Yeah. And as someone who is very sensitive to like light and sounds, I can control that. I don't have to worry about the lights being the wrong color or everything being too loud or listening to people talking around me. And,
Right.
none of that is an issue. I know that something that is an issue for a lot of people is having their work like spill over into their life.
You're right.
For me, I'm fortunate enough to live somewhere where cost of living is relatively low. I mean, it's still high. So I can afford a two-bedroom. So one of the rooms is my office, and that's all I do in here is work. And I have a microwave and my coffee maker in here. So I and a little fridge, so I don't have to leave it during my work day so it doesn't spill over into the rest of my life.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of people too, who are taking care maybe of children or animal companions, that certainly can be a great benefit to be there at home to kind of help with those needs.
Now, you worked from home during the pandemic, and I know you still do occasionally. What are your thoughts on this?
No, I think to a certain degree, I mean, I think many people thrive on a certain level of human connection, whether it is in person or online. I think that's really crucial. I think it provides some flexibility, especially when you have maybe family needs, specific needs that you might be addressing with an older family member or something that, again, you can still accomplish your work. You set particular goals to accomplish. You provide a means of being accountable for the work that you do. And I think it could work for many people.
And going back to the question of productivity, I don't think managers realize how much time people spend on their phones when they're in the office. Just because you're
Yeah,
in an office doesn't mean you're working.
right.
Not that you should do that. I'm just saying that doesn't stop you from being unproductive.
Well, thank you, Aubrey, very much for your insights on this particular topic.